Well, good afternoon, world. How in the heck is everybody doing? It's North Dakota Transplant. Time to give everyone a shout out and a little bit of an update. It's a beautiful Thursday afternoon, June the 12th in North Dakota. Hope it's just as nice wherever you are at the time that you're taking in this update. We are currently headed west on Highway 2, making our way from Minot back to Williston. I headed out early this morning. Beautiful day, like I said, it's about 69 degrees. There's hardly any wind. It's just a really great day in North Dakota. Give you all a little shot of what it looks like here on Highway 2 West. We're probably about, I'm going to guess, maybe 40 miles east of Williston. Speaking of Williston, the Rockin' Bakken has come alive better than I've seen it really since I've been up here. The place is back to being crazy again. There are tons of people arriving there daily. There are a number of problems in trying to find rooms at the last minute. Don't even attempt that. I'm having to book as many as 3 or 4 weeks ahead of time now just to make sure that I have a place. And the rates have all gone higher than I've seen them in a long time. $240 a night in some places. Actually even higher in a few of the places. But anyway, it is still the most lively small city in America. We still have the title of the highest rental rates for a place to live in the country. It's just jobs are still plentiful. If you're looking for a place to get a job, there's no better spot. Again, you have to factor in the cost of living there, though. With an $1,800 one-bedroom small apartment, up to $35,000 and up for 2 bedrooms, it really is cost prohibitive unless you can get someplace that's has the housing allowance or even has housing available. Most advertised jobs right now are in the area of truck drivers, all of the retail type jobs, hotel, motel, restaurant, department store, rent to own, all of the places, auto parts, warehouses, factories, offices, doctors, nurses, you name it. If you've got a skill, you can find a job in Williston, North Dakota. Not much else is happening up there. You know, I did think along the jobs line, though. I was thinking the other day, I've not heard anybody advertise, but you know what? I'll bet if you're a diesel mechanic, you could probably walk into a lot of places up here and just name your price. With the number of trucks that are up here every single day, the number of tankfuls of oil that are being moved by train, I just have to believe that somebody with diesel mechanic skills would be a well sought after commodity up here. On a lighter note, one of the worst things I've ever found in a hotel room happened last week. And yeah, I mean, I've been in hundreds of hotel rooms, and I'm not naive. I know there are things that go on in those rooms that most of us probably wouldn't want to think about. But I was just getting ready to turn in. I realized that I hadn't unpacked the socks and underwear part of my luggage, so I went ahead and grabbed it up real quick, and I pulled open the dresser drawer to throw them in, and I found an empty box. It was an empty latex condom box. I know there's some of you out there going, so what's so bad about that? You know, just be glad they wrapped it up. And I know, I get it. But this box used to contain 40 condoms. Mental image. Not good. Anyway, to make matters even worse, when I went down with the empty box to let the front desk know that their housekeepers needed to probably check the dresser drawers going into the future, I said, I found this in my room, and her response was, oh my gosh, you must be in room 216. Oh no, I'm not in room 216. But now I know that this kind of stuff was in at least 2 of the rooms. Anyway, I thought everybody might get a little bit of at least a grin out of that one. What else is going on? Highway 2 is a little less traffic today than normal, and it's probably due to the road construction. There's a couple of stretches, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 miles, couple of them where you have to slow down to 40 miles an hour. And I know that these truck drivers up here absolutely know how to get around all the construction. They know these back roads, these gravel roads. So that's probably what's going on, although it might just be a slow day for traffic. I don't really know for sure. Can't say. But anyway, yeah, I do know. The reason I know is we got stuck up one time last year in a collision on Highway 85, and it was going to be hours before the traffic could move, and I had a guy yell at me, ask me if I wanted to follow him. He knew how to get around it, and I'll tell you what, we went through over a dozen turns on gravel roads, and that young man got me right back out on the highway and around the wreck, and that taught me that these guys, they do know what they're doing, and they know how to get where they're going with the least amount of trouble. But believe it or not, up here, folks, there are still exits off of the interstate that are a gravel road. So just think about that. I was not used to that. I'm not used to pulling off the interstate and being on a gravel road. Anyway, but that's North Dakota. Quick complaint again. One of the things that goes on up here, it has nothing to do with not liking the place or it being a beautiful place. Both of those I can qualify for. This one has to do with the antiquated Sunday blue law. People of North Dakota, please, it is 2014. If I need to run over to Walmart and get some deodorant, doggone it, why do you make me wait until 12 noon for that privilege? It really is, it's amazing to me that there is still an entire state in our country that will not allow your department stores and retail businesses to open before noon on a Sunday. Okay, that's off my chest. If I've offended anyone, I graciously apologize. But again, it's 2014. Realistically, I just don't see that as being necessary. And one last thing here before we sign off for this update. I don't want to keep everybody too long. I apologize for that terrible line in the picture. Yes, the Rockin' Bakken oil fields are heck on your windshield. I have a number of examples of that, but this one by far the best so far. It's almost halfway across the windshield now, so the chances of getting the little glue squirted in there are gone. Now I'm going to be looking into the cost of a windshield. And I'll tell you what, I am as careful as anyone could possibly be up here when it comes to trying to protect the windshield of my car. I do not get behind semis closely as they pull off of the gravel roads. I try to keep my distance, and almost all of the rocks that have hit my windshield have come from a truck going the other direction, 70 miles an hour. Nothing you can do. All right, I have bloviated to the point that I don't really have a whole lot left to say. I am still struggling to staff 10 people at 5 locations up here. I've been here almost 2 years and it hasn't happened yet. I thought that I could have this place fixed and under control within just a few months. I have been proven drastically wrong. Actually, this place is now my sandcastle. The hopes of ever getting it fixed have diminished into distant history. At this point in time, my goal is to get it as close to perfect as possible and pray for a long length of time before the next bomb blows up and I'm down 3 or 4 people all at the same time. So with that wish on my mind, let me wish everyone out there a great upcoming weekend. I hope you enjoy yourselves. Life is too short to go through a bunch of misery. If you have the chance to get outside, to get some fresh air, get some sunshine, see some nature, it really is good for your soul and your well-being. All right, folks, enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. If you're traveling, do so with the utmost caution. This is North Dakota Transplant. I'm going to sign off for now. Before I do, again, let me thank all of you that are out there joining me in this journey. Anything that you want to know, shoot me an email, and I've got a couple in there I need to say oops on. Got a couple in about 3 or 4 days ago that I haven't had the chance to get to yet. I'm going to try to do that in short order. But anyway, if there's something you want to see up here, if there's something you want to know, it's good to put it in the comments, because if I don't know, there are other subscribers and watchers who will help answer questions. But if it's something specific for me, shoot me the question in an email rather than a comment, because I can get to those quicker than I can all of the comments. And again, if you know somebody who might like what you're watching right now, tell them there can never be enough of you. You folks are awesome. I truly appreciate you, and I will be popping back in here next time. Bye, everyone.